All right, guys, welcome back to another video. My name is CFI Munden, and if you guys like this content and you're enjoying it, if you can leave a like and subscribe, that would help a lot. So Alex, I think it was Alex. Yeah, Alex sent me this video about a week ago. It was posted by Mark Wolfgang. So if you guys can go ahead and like his video, I'd appreciate it also. And you look at the title and it says Severe Turbulence in IMC in a Diamond 40 NG. And I was like, when you see this title, you're like, okay, is this severe turbulence? Because the amount of times I've clicked on a video that says severe turbulence and it's like, you can't even tell what's going on. There's like nothing at all. It's countless. But then I'm looking closer here. I'm like, those are some big ass clouds. I'm like, what altitude is he? I'm like, what? And I click on it and yeah, this guy flies straight through a cloud in IMC conditions 6 days after getting his instrument license. And man, Mark, the ball is on you. I love that you posted this because we get to watch this as students and see what happens when we fly through clouds like this with this really strong lifting action. So let's go ahead and watch this together. But Mark, I really appreciate you for posting this video, man. Thank you. So it looks like he has autopilot engaged and he's slowing down probably to get beneath that maneuvering speed because he knows he's about to hit turbulence here. I'm assuming he's never done this before if he just got his IFR rating. You're about to learn today. I love how he's just hanging on for the ride. Look at this artificial horizon right here. He's like, oh, yeah, he said, that's not so bad. It looks like he's smiling a little bit. Oh, look at that horizon. Look at the horizon. Oh, my God. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh, it's getting there. Look at the horizon. Oh, oh my God. Oh, my God. I love like the startle effect he has here. This reminds me of like when my toddler was falling asleep and he'd be like, in his sleep, like his hands go up in the air. You know when like a newborn falls backwards and like, that's what this just reminds me of right here. I don't know why that's so funny. Yeah, he got his wings rocked right there. So his altitude was 9,001. Wait, looks like he said 9,100. What did he say here? I just want to see, let's look at it, how much his altitude fluctuates. So it looks like he's about 9,100. And I'm looking at his altitude right here. It looks like he's got a little bit of a climb in there. So the reason why he's getting that climb, oh, also I could see rain here. I'd be worried about icing too. Well, this was months ago, so it's probably the summer. You probably didn't have to worry about too much. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. With the cumulus clouds, the cumulus nimbus clouds, well, depending on what types of clouds they are, there's a lot of lifting action that goes up into those. I always tell people these clouds need lots of energy. And this energy is clouds get their energy from taking a big breath in like this, and all that lifting action comes up and you have tons and tons of updrafts. So that's why even with this autopilot's being maintained, he's still getting like pretty decent fluctuations. And I mean, this isn't terrible, I've seen worse, but he's getting fluctuations with altitude. But I mean, look at the wings. I mean, he's banked, it doesn't look like much. He's only banked like 10 degrees, 5 degrees. But I mean, the turbulence that he's getting from underneath is a lot. And if you look right here, it looks like he's coming up on that yellow marker right there, which is generally, you want to stay below that for these types of operations. I don't know what his maneuvering speed is, but I'd be worried about damaging the wings at this point. Altitude indicates 9,170. Yeah. The ding was from a yellow. Oh, I see. A yellow CAS message, probably low fuel. What? Low fuel? Why is that? Why is it a low fuel? Is it because when he got rocked, it set off the fuel indicator? But yeah, this is crazy, guys. Let's go ahead and read this right here. It says 6 days after getting my IFR ticket, I was on a cross-country flight and flew through some unfriendly clouds. I feel like this is the kind of thing you only learn by experiencing. That's 100% true. Would you consider this severe? Would you guys consider this severe? I mean, Yeah, I guess. Because you're flying through a lifting cloud. In the brown, power down, wings level, pitch up. In the blue, power down, pitch down, wings level. I love the DA40. The DA40 is such a beautiful plane. But yeah, so this is what it looks like when you fly through clouds like this, guys. Don't underestimate the turbulence. You know, if you're talking to ATC and you're on a flight plan and you need to deviate because of clouds, ask them like, hey, I got some clouds in front of me. Can I get a vector, 20 degrees to the right or something until further notice? And like 99% of the time, they're going to say yes. All right. Just because you're on an IFR flight plan on that heading, on that airway or, tango route doesn't mean that you need to maintain that. You can ask for vectors around that lifting action. But I feel like this guy just wanted to experiment with this and see what that felt like. I mean, it's quite tempting, isn't it? Especially in a DA40. Let's read some of the comments here, huh? Hey, Mark, congrats on your recent added rating to your certificate. One thing you have to know right away when doing IMC flying, especially getting your new certification, is to never deliberately fly into weather like this, convective clouds, okay? Convective really just means energy and like lifting action. I have found that flying into clouds that have an eyesight picture of having 3,000 feet or more distance from base to tops are going to be very uncomfortable in your airplane. Flying an IMC in a light airplane like your DA40 is not going to be something you want to do often. Yes, I know you are excited to fly IFR. However, that airplane is meant more for IFR flying when it's low overcast stratus layer. So stratus being like those kind of wispy looking clouds that really don't have a lot of lifting action. That's when you'll get a comfortable ride while gaining great IMC experience. This is great advice, Pilot Josh. Who is this guy? He looks familiar. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions at all or you want a CFI to fly with an extra safety margin. Nice. That's a great comment. I love comments like this where they're just productive. They're not rude. Let's see what does Mark respond. Thanks so much for taking the time to comment. 10-year owner of a DA40, agree 100% with this comment. The DA40 is a great airplane, but not fully functional IFR machine. Can't get through clouds in winter, and that long wing doesn't handle bumps well as other aircraft. But in overcast stratus, yeah. So what they're saying is like when you want to experience IMC and get that actual time, actual time in the clouds, this probably isn't the best place to do this. They're saying on a nice, calm, overcast day with like low ceilings and those stratus clouds and nothing too crazy, no icing conditions, then go in those and get that actual practice. But this right here, this is just going to be super uncomfortable. You risk damaging your aircraft, scaring the crap out of your passengers if you have any, scaring the crap out of yourself. But respect to this guy for doing this. The one thing, also, I love reading comments. I read all of your guys' comments all the time. And most of the time, they're super productive. And guys, like, I make mistakes all the time. Like, I misspeak. I'm not clear. I'm non-specific sometimes. You guys have taught me so much about flying and about aviation. I am so grateful to have you guys here. And I take all of your guys' comments really, really seriously. I feel like if I was any type of YouTuber, like if I was a video game commentator or whatever, I don't feel like I would care about comments that much, but since what I'm doing is it requires so much precision and so much accuracy and so much knowledge, I read all of your guys' comments and I take it into consideration to my flying. Like when someone, I did a video about P factor and they're like, yeah, this is a great way that you explain this, but there's a better way. I'm like, is there? And then I looked into it, I was like, oh my God, this guy's right. I have learned so much from reading your guys' comments, these comments right here. And as long as people keep it professional and keep it, pretty calm and not rude, which I've had a few rude people. I've had one guy, well, there's my video right here. That's cool. I had one guy that was like, you're not so smart, Mr. Munden. And I was like, why would you, that's so rude. What the heck? Can you imagine leaving a comment like that on someone's stuff? But yeah, I appreciate you guys' comments. Thank you for posting this. A couple of suggestions: deviate to the right or left. If you have to go through a tower, slow down to 80% maneuvering speed. Will lessen the bumps, and you and your airplane will appreciate that. Hand fly the towers. Oh, that's interesting. Hand fly. Oh, that makes sense, actually. I'd also be worried about those servos. I thought that you were supposed to, well, you guys know those little servos that help the air. I don't fly with autopilot, so I just remember they were talking about this in training, but you can damage the servos if you encounter turbulence while autopilot's on, right? Am I wrong? Hand fly through the towers and expect some altitude changes. Ask ATC for a block instead of a specific altitude. Oh, that's great. Ask ATC for a block of altitude that you can operate within instead of like one specific altitude. That's such good advice. See why I love reading these comments? And this is why I read the comments to you, because you guys are learning something from this, hopefully. Next on dumb ways to die. That's not severe. Here's the thing. You don't know what you don't know. I have about 12,000 hours. Wow. And I still get surprised. Those clouds I would have picked my way through at 43,000 jet I fly daily. There's no place for a GA single to be. That's no place, yeah. So people are saying like, don't, stay out of this. Hey buds, name me in your life insurance policy. If you don't have one, get one. By the way, that's not IMC. That's called deliberately flying into Cumulus because me guarding the flight controls. Oh my God, people are so funny. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's IMC for a second there. Noobs. Thanks for sharing. Don't give an F about the criticism. I mean, people are giving pretty positive feedback in there. This guy says, if you can't take constructive criticism, you have no place as a PIC. That's really true. You have to humble yourself so much as PIC. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm a 500 and something hour CFI with 250 hours dual given, and I have students who are 20 hours in and they still teach me shit. I cannot believe it. But it's really easy for me to just be like, no, you don't know anything. Be quiet. You know what I mean? But I can't do that because you have to stay humble. And sometimes it's really painful. And my ego, even when I read your guys' comments sometimes, and they're like, no, you guys are like, no, this is wrong. Whatever, this is a bad way of explaining it. There's like that ego inside of me, that protective force. It's like, ugh, meanie, bad guy who disagrees with you. And then I have to take that wimpy part of myself and just, because there's no place in aviation for that. And that takes some like serious training, I think. And some people never get that out of them. But you have no place as PIC. I get it. A lot of FNGs have all, I think it stands for F and new guys, have all of a sudden gotten their licenses, many from programs that focus on speed rather than quality of education. But I've been at this for almost 30 years now, long enough to see plenty of guys with your attitude end up as dental remains in a smoking hole. Holy shit. Damn. First of all, don't disrespect me. I thought I was clear that I wanted to say toxic criticism. What? On my way to CPL, obviously my CFI critiqued me. What? I'm confused. Oh my God, this comment's pretty brutal. First problem, I got my IFR ticket 6 days ago while flying an IMC. What a clown. What clown DPE gave this man an IRA? Yeah, I don't agree with that, but anyways, guys, yeah, so lessons to be learned from this. Remember, when you fly through these, I mean, I know this is a thunderstorm, but this is a pretty good representation. These towering cumulus clouds, or these convective clouds, they have a lot of energy, a lot of updrafts, and they'll hit you really hard and they'll hit you really fast. Okay, so just be careful when flying through these. Remember, you can ask for, like that guy said, blocks of altitude that you can operate within, between 6,000 and 8,000, and you can ask for vectors and tell ATC what you need, and they'll accommodate you. But thank you again for posting this, Mark, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Oh, real quick, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll save it. I'm going to leave you guys a link for a promo code for Flying Eyes. I just got sponsored with them recently. I wouldn't be promoting if I didn't believe in their product. I don't know where my glasses are, but I'm gonna do a product review for them soon. And they're pretty good. I like their stuff so far. Let's see if I can pull it up. Flying Eyes. I just got a pair from them. Let me see if I can pull these up from you guys. I'm actually getting some more here soon. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just review a bunch of their products and give you guys my actual opinion on it, like no BS opinion. And I got what are they called? Not Fisher. Oh, Kingfishers. I got the Kingfishers, and I like them. When I met with the marketing guy, he was like, you won't even feel them underneath your headset. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I put it on underneath my headset and I was like, holy shit, I actually cannot feel this underneath my headset. That's why I stopped wearing glasses, because they were just digging into my nose, but these are pretty good. I'll make some videos about this. But yeah, Munden10, if you guys want my discount code, it helps me out. You know, I get commission off of this too. So and I wouldn't promote a product that didn't help you guys. But I think that's it, guys. All right. I'll see you for the next one. Have a good night.